My project is on human cloning and Star Wars. Star Wars and cloning. Planet Camino took an order for 200,000 clones, with 2 million on the way. Planet Camino is basically the laboratory where all the clones were tested and made. All baby clones are in test tubes and are superior to droids. They are also in Planet Camino. Some of the genetic tampering. They create clones with enhanced learning so they are totally obedient. They modify the genetic structure to make them less independent than the original host. More genetic tampering. Jango Fett has a son to modify the genetic structure to make them less independent than the original host. That is a picture or a diagram of it. More genetic tampering. Jango Fett has a son whose name is Boba Fett, who is an unaltered clone with no tampering to the structure to make him more docile. Both Jango Fett and his son Boba have an evil laugh because of no tampering. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about pig cloning. Pigs have been cloned for tons of pigs have been cloned for experiments. Other animals that have been cloned include deer, dog, ferret, frog, tadpole, and goat, and they are still being cloned. The real question that needs to be asked is, should humans be cloned? Cloning has been a major battle similar to the abortion debate. Producing a human clone would require experiments of hundreds or thousands of human embryos. Who would own a clone? The scientists who did the ghastly experiments? There is a scientific view to this also. Sometimes scientists jump to the conclusions about cloning. A recent article by the American Academy of Neurology said fainting is genetic. Studies of twins suggest there are only slight differences in cells, but most are environmental, according to genome research. But science would not view a clone as sacred and created by God. Mutations could occur in a different way than twins because we don't have control over what might happen in a cloning experiment. My biblical view is Job chapter 33 verse 4. The Spirit of God has made me, and the breath of Almighty gives me life. Only God can be the one who creates life. Christians view life as sacred and not something that would involve experiments. There's even a result in Star Wars and cloning. Jango Fett is killed, and his son seeks revenge in Star Wars 2: Attack of the Clones. His son also goes down the battlefield and picks up his helmet. This is cut off. Boba Fett dies in Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Even in Star Wars, cloning experiments lead to death and evil consequences. My conclusion is only God can make life, not humans. Experiments would lead to loss of life. Christians view life as sacred. Star Wars assumes that we will be able to control the outcome of cloning. Even in Star Wars, the clones turn evil. That is the end of my presentation.